Welcome to our video where we will explain the harm that eggs, which are praised as one of the best sources of high-quality protein and are packed with essential vitamins and nutrients, can cause to people of different ages who consume them at the same table. We will reveal 5 common mistakes that can turn eggs from beneficial to harmful. The truth is, whether eggs are good or bad for you completely depends on how you prepare, store, and cook them. Some of these may surprise you. I will make important warnings about the eggs you have been consuming in the same way for years without thinking. I especially recommend that people over 65 listen to these basic mistakes. To continue enjoying eggs without worrying about health risks, watch this video until the end. If you want your eggs to remain a health-boosting superfood instead of a hidden danger, you won't want to miss this. Let's get started now. First, the hidden dangers of overcooking eggs. The indispensable part of breakfast is eggs, both nutritious and filling. But have you ever thought that you might be cooking your eggs incorrectly? Most of us unknowingly overcook eggs, losing both their flavor and nutritional value. Moreover, in some cases, we can even harm our health. Why are overcooked eggs problematic? Eggs are a true treasure trove of protein and healthy fats. However, when exposed to extreme temperatures, these valuable nutrients can be damaged. If you overboiled your egg and saw a greenish-gray ring around the yolk, know that this means the egg has formed iron sulfide. Although it doesn't taste bad, this is a sign that the food is deteriorating. And then there are those who love frying. If you fry the egg over high heat until it turns brown, you are unknowingly oxidizing the cholesterol in it. Oxidized cholesterol can increase inflammation in the body and negatively affect your heart health in the long term. Take James as an example. 70-year-old James wouldn't start his day without eating eggs for breakfast for years. He loved frying his eggs in plenty of oil until the edges were crispy. In her opinion, this was the most delicious way to have an egg. However, over the years, she started experiencing heartburn and digestive problems. One day, when she learned that overcooked eggs could be harmful to health, she decided to make a change. He started cooking his eggs on low heat, lightly whisking them or poaching them. Within just a few weeks, she noticed that her bloating had decreased, and she felt more energetic. A small change had made a big difference for her. Correct cooking methods for eggs, while preserving nutritional value. If you want to consume eggs in a healthy way, cooking them properly is just as important as eating them. Here are some tips to get the maximum benefit from your eggs. 1. Cook on low heat. Instead of high heat, cooking on low or medium heat preserves the nutritional value. 2. Prefer poaching or light boiling. Instead of directly dropping your eggs into boiling water, cooking them by poaching or lightly boiling enhances their flavor and preserves their nutritional value. 3. Avoid over-frying. Even if you love frying, try to cook your eggs lightly without burning them. 4. Cook for a short time. Eggs that are boiled or fried for a long time become poorer in B12 vitamins and antioxidants. Remember, healthy eating is not only about what you eat, but also about how you prepare it. By making small changes, you can make your eggs healthier and ensure that you are getting the best nutrients for your body. Second, storing cooked eggs. Incorrectly. A small mistake, a big risk. Have you ever paid attention to how you store the eggs you cook? Most people just toss the leftover eggs in the fridge randomly, or think that forgetting them on the counter won't be a problem. However, improper storage can turn a perfect meal into a breeding ground for bacteria. How long do eggs last before spoiling? Bacteria multiply rapidly in warm environments, and when cooked eggs are exposed to temperatures between 40 and 140 degrees Fahrenheit, 4 to 60 degrees Celsius, harmful microorganisms can start to develop within just a few hours. If you left a plate of scrambled eggs on the kitchen counter for a few hours and then decided to eat them, you might have unknowingly put yourself at risk of food poisoning. This situation is even more dangerous for elderly individuals because the immune system weakens with age, and the body may struggle to fight infections. Bacteria such as salmonella, listeria, and E. coli can easily multiply on cooked eggs and cause serious stomach disorders, diarrhea, nausea, and even health issues that require hospitalization. Think of Susan. 71-year-old Susan liked to make a large batch of scrambled eggs at the beginning of the week and eat some of it for breakfast every morning. She kept her eggs in a loosely covered container in the fridge and, frankly, didn't pay much attention to them. However, over time, she started experiencing stomach discomfort and nausea. At first, he didn't understand the reason for it until a doctor told him that improper storage conditions could lead to bacterial growth. After receiving this information, George started storing his cooked eggs in airtight containers and preparing smaller portions. The result? Digestive problems disappeared, and he started to feel much more energetic. Tips for safely storing cooked eggs. 1. In the refrigerator store, place the cooked eggs in an airtight container in the refrigerator within 2 hours. 2. Consume at the right times. Boiled eggs should be consumed within a maximum of 1 week. Scrambled or fried eggs should be eaten within 3 to 4 days. 1. Avoid cross-contamination. Do not store cooked eggs on the same shelf as raw meat or unwashed vegetables. 2. Heat the eggs properly. Avoid overheating in the microwave, as this can make the eggs rubbery and reduce their nutritional value. The best method is to gently heat the eggs on the stove over low heat and keep them moist by adding a pinch of water or broth. Small habits make a big difference. Eggs can be an excellent source of protein and nutrients, but storing them incorrectly can lead to unnecessary health risks. How you place them in the refrigerator, how quickly you consume them, and how you reheat them can even have a significant impact on your health. Taking small precautions can protect you from food poisoning and help you make the most of what you eat. Remember, healthy eating is not only about what you eat, but also about how you store what you eat. Third, eating raw or undercooked eggs. Risks to be aware of. Some people prefer to consume raw or lightly cooked eggs, believing that they better preserve their nutritional value. Especially athletes, those who pay attention to healthy eating, or those who include raw eggs in homemade mayonnaise and dessert recipes do this frequently. However, this habit may carry greater risks than you think. Although eggs are quite rich in protein, vitamins, and minerals, the risk of exposure to harmful bacteria like salmonella increases when consumed raw. Salmonella can cause food poisoning, leading to fever, stomach cramps, diarrhea, and in severe cases, dehydration. For a young and healthy individual, this condition can be mild, but it can become much more dangerous for people with weakened immune systems, especially the elderly. Even the pristine eggs you see on supermarket shelves can carry bacteria if they haven't been stored properly or pasteurized. So saying, "My eggs are organic, they are definitely safe," can be misleading. Because regardless of the source, raw eggs always carry a risk. Think of 69-year-old Carol. She was drinking a smoothie every morning with raw eggs added to maximize its nutritional value. He had been doing this for years and believed it was beneficial for his health. However, one day, severe stomach pain and nausea began. After days of discomfort, she went to the doctor and was diagnosed with salmonella poisoning. Until that moment, she had never thought that raw eggs could make her sick. On the advice of her doctor, she switched to fully cooked eggs and hasn't had a similar problem since. Moreover, she realized that she could get all the nutritional value from eggs without having to consume them raw. Risk of biotin deficiency. Another hidden effect of raw eggs is that they can lead to a biotin deficiency. Biotin is an important B vitamin for skin and hair health that supports nerve functions. However, a protein called avidin found in raw eggs prevents the absorption of biotin. making it difficult for the body to benefit sufficiently from this important vitamin. Cooking the eggs inactivates avidin, making it easier for the body to absorb biotin. How can you safely consume eggs? If you want to get the maximum nutrition from eggs while minimizing risks, you can try consuming them using the following methods. 1. Fully cooked eggs, scrambled eggs, hard-boiled eggs, or thoroughly cooked poached eggs are the safest options. 2. Use pasteurized eggs. If you are making recipes with raw eggs, for example, homemade mayonnaise or desserts, you can reduce the risk by opting for pasteurized eggs. 3. Store eggs properly. Keeping your eggs in the refrigerator and consuming them before the expiration date minimizes bacterial contamination. Eating healthily is not only about choosing the right foods, but also consuming them in the right way. With small changes, you can both preserve the nutritional values and keep yourself away from unnecessary health risks. 4th, consuming old or damaged eggs. A small mistake, a big risk. Most people think it's easy to tell if eggs have gone bad, but actually, that's not the case. An egg that looks perfectly fine on the outside may harbor dangerous bacteria on the inside. Eating an egg with a small crack, improper storage conditions, or an expired egg can lead to serious health problems. Especially for the elderly with weakened immune systems, such a mistake can lead to much more than just a mild stomach upset. So, how can you tell if your eggs are still fresh? Many people only look at the expiration date, but this is not always sufficient. The shelf life of eggs varies depending on how they are stored and how they are preserved after purchase. A simple but effective freshness test. The easiest way to determine if your egg is still good is the water test. Place the egg in a bowl of cold water. If it sinks to the bottom and lies flat on its side, your egg is fresh. If it sinks but stands upright, it might be a bit old but still edible. You should consume it soon. If it's floating, you should throw it away without a second thought. The egg is spoiled, and consuming it increases the risk of food poisoning. Think of the 76-year Patricia. When she cracked an egg for breakfast, she noticed a slightly strange smell, but thought, maybe it just smells a bit different, and continued cooking. Afterwards, she experienced stomach cramps, nausea, and fatigue. Her doctor said it was caused by a bad egg. From that day on, Evelyn made sure to test each egg in water before using it. Storing eggs incorrectly is also dangerous. When buying eggs, you need to pay attention not only to their appearance, but also to how they are stored. Eggs that have been left outside in stores for a long time can form condensation when exposed to temperature changes. This can cause bacteria to multiply on the shell surface and seep inside. That's why you should always store your eggs in the coldest part of your refrigerator, not on the door. The door section is more prone to temperature fluctuations because it is constantly being opened and closed, which can cause your eggs to spoil more quickly. Another danger is cracked eggs. If your egg has a small crack, it becomes much easier for bacteria to enter. Most people continue to use that egg, thinking that a tiny scratch or crack is not important, but this is a big risk. As soon as you bring your eggs home, inspect them carefully and never use the ones that look suspicious. How can you tell if it's broken? Eggs can indicate spoilage not only by smell, but also by color and consistency. If the yolk spreads too much, the white is excessively watery, or there is an unusual color tone when you crack the egg, it is best not to consume it. Similarly, an egg that smells bad should never be eaten. Most of the time, people continue to consume it by saying, "It smells a bit different, but it's still okay." But this small neglect can lead to serious health problems. If you found this information useful, leave a 4th comment below so I know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications. Thanks to your support, we will continue to produce more content for a healthy and conscious life. 5th, cooking eggs in the wrong oil. Eggs are a nutritious superfood, but the oil used to cook them can directly affect your health. Many people unknowingly expose themselves to trans fats and toxins by using unhealthy options like margarine and processed vegetable oils, canola, corn, soy, etc. These oils can increase inflammation and lead to problems such as heart disease and cognitive decline in the long term. For example, think of 79-year-old John, who cooked his eggs in vegetable oil for years. When he switched to healthier alternatives, butter, olive oil, and avocado oil, he noticed an increase in his energy levels and an improvement in his digestion. The best oils for healthy cooking. 1. Butter and ghee. Natural and nutritious. 2. Extra virgin olive oil, rich in antioxidants. 3. Avocado oil, resistant to high temperatures. By cooking your eggs with the right oils, you can reduce the risk of inflammation and benefit from their full nutritional value. A small change can make a big difference in health. Did you learn something new today? Share with us by commenting below. We are very curious. If you liked this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us create more beautiful and inspiring content. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.